Hey, good afternoon, Manchester, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding areas. Hooksett. Is that the right name? Hooksett?
Yeah,
That's a
you did
town,
good.
right? Oh, I
Yeah.
did good.
You did good. You said it right.
Yeah, and all the surrounding areas and those that I don't remember the names of, but that's okay.
Which is most of them.
You know,
It's all
but
good.
and for all the people who are watching the show, if we have these technical difficulties, we apologize, but it's not the station's fault. It is Comcast. I found out. Okay, so they're going in. We have a very beautiful young lady here. What's her name? Anita.
Anita.
Sure. Yeah, just, yeah.
What's her name?
Anita.
Oh, Anita. That's why I'm a co-host. Okay.
Yes.
Anita here. She's a intuitive reader.
Yes.
And Reiki energy person.
Yeah, energy healer.
And energy healer person. She has a lot of qualifications, but she is still working every day to learn something new. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. She's married to a big time. He would make a great football player and basketball player. Boy, is he tall,
Yes.
huh? Well, you're tall, too,
Yeah.
so that works out well,
Yeah.
okay? And one of the things I'm looking at with you, too, is learn to like where you're at so that when the time is right, you'll grow and you can move to a better place. I'm not saying you're in a bad place now, but when we start saying, oh, I don't like this or I don't like that, then you know what? That spirit will hold us until we learn to find something good. Do you agree with that?
Well, if you're not grateful for where you are,
Yeah,
they're not going to let you go anywhere
Absolutely
else.
agree.
They're not going to honor you, you know?
Gratitude is everything.
Absolutely.
And how long have you been, okay, you want to get some info to the people?
Sure.
You give them your name, that kind of thing.
So my name is Anita McMillan. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive healer. I actually can remember as far back as I could talk that I had seen spirits. So for the longest time, I kind of just pushed things away. And then maybe about 20 years ago, I took a Reiki class, and it started to come back to me through that. And so then I just started to hone in on it, started working with some friends, and then I actually started a small business doing it. So that's pretty much where I'm at
Where's
now.
your business located?
I actually work out of a place in Concord, and then I also work on the phone a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have a website?
I do have a
Okay,
website,
you
yes.
want to tell me your website?
Sure, it's Anita McMillan, psychicmedium.com.
Okay. And where's your office in Concord?
My office is in Concord,
Yeah,
yes.
where?
Oh, it's on Pleasant Street. I work out of a small healing center called Healing with Gaia.
Okay. And if they want to reach you for readings?
They could go to my website, and they can just kind of get the information from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have a phone number?
I do have a phone number. I'm just going to read it because I don't call myself. It's 207-613-6772.
See, that's what threw me off, the 207. That's a Vermont number.
I'll be honest with you, what it is, it goes through Gmail, and then it connects to my regular phone.
Oh, okay.
It's so people don't get my
Yeah, I
private
saw
number.
that. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know, when you called me back
Yeah.
last night, so I'm going, wait a minute, this is here. So I thought that, okay.
Yeah.
You enjoy what you do?
I love it. Yeah, this is my passion.
You read your husband?
I do on occasion, yeah.
You know, you shouldn't do that, right?
Well, some people say that. I'm not sure that I believe that. So
I actually I'm a firm believer that you don't read. I mean, it's your
Yeah.
choice, but I'm a
Yes.
firm believer that you don't
Oh,
read.
I won't
family
read
members.
Bruce, no.
I don't know, and
Not
I
at
won't
all.
read any of my granddaughter. Grandpa, that's my boyfriend Monday or stuff like this, and I'll say, I can't answer that, or like once in a while, and they do, very rarely, but they do, my son read, but I never recommend anybody doing reading on their family members because without realizing it, sometimes we will have a tendency to change it the way we want it to see it.
we let the ego step
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Right, our biases
Yeah.
reflect the message we give, and their biases reflect the message they
Right.
Right.
receive.
You may not want to read what you hear or something
Yes.
like that. So I truly don't. I mean, it's your decision, but I really, truly cannot consciously recommend.
Well, and I don't do it because I think Bruce deserves his privacy.
Right.
If
Yeah.
I knew everything,
Yes.
But sometimes he'll say, "Why can't you just read my mind?" Because I choose not to.
Right.
And
Makes
that's like
it
people
easier.
say, "How come you don't read? How come you don't win the lottery? Or how come you don't win the beggar box?" Or you know what? It's not our job.
And it's not appropriate. Yeah.
Right, right.
Would I like to? Sure.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that you can't.
No.
It's that you shouldn't use these gifts
gifts.
to do so.
Right.
That's just counter to what the purpose of these gifts are for.
Can you imagine if all of a sudden, if we all said, okay, today I need $140 million, so in your mind you put the numbers down and you win it, and then and then you saw that you need that, and also, if we psychically did all that.
So you win Mega Millions.
Yeah.
I'll win Powerball.
Okay,
You can
you win
win
the
Lucky
Tri-State
for Life.
Lottery, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there you
right?
go.
We're good. We're
And
all
we'll just have one big conglomerate.
We'll be
Yeah.
robots here. We'll computer our minds into it, This is what we do. We have a lot of fun on the air. I also am, I have to tell you that you're going to be there, right? May 24th. We're having
Yes.
an event called for Healing Paws.
Oh,
What
nice.
that is about is it's a new foundation that I have with my friend Kate, my bossy Kate. How you like me now? I love her, but it is to help people. Like if you have a cat or a dog, and all of a sudden you don't have no money to pay for the dog and the cat to get healed. You know that's not going to take care of it
Right.
for you, okay? And so that's what our event's going to be all about. Well, we're going to be going to the what's that place called?
Gauchos.
There you go, Gauchos.
Oh, nice.
Have you ever been there?
No.
Oh,
Where
my
is it?
God. It's on Lowell Street. It is a Brazilian
Here
steakhouse.
in Manchester.
Here
Oh,
in
okay.
Manchester.
Nice.
And it's on Lowell. And if you'd like to come, we'd like to invite you to come.
Well, thank you.
And bring a fat wallet with you.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, I can't pay for the meal, but
Right. Everybody has to pay for their own meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the big thing that I always make sure I tell people is people can't just call Norma and say, hey, pay for my pet.
No.
A veterinarian has to call us and say,
Okay.
hey, these people have to choose between either paying or putting their pet down. And then that's when we'll step in and help out.
Yeah.
Nice.
And,
Nice
and if
concept.
there's no hope, we will help put the dog or cat or raccoon or whatever the pet is, your husband, whatever you can have.
Yeah.
We won't neuter
We
your
don't
husband.
do
though.
husbands.
Oh,
do
we don't do
husbands?
We
husbands?
don't do husbands.
Oh.
That's a whole nother sticky wicket. We don't want to get
So
involved
my
in.
partner's safe, huh?
Scott is safe.
God is safe.
No. the
Don't
one
make
thing-
me take Scott to live with me, okay?
Oh, okay. One thing I will let people know when I get a paper, there's enough out there for neutering companies out there you can get. it.
Right, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot
Spayed
of
and stuff.
programs
But
for
if your
that.
dog got hit by a car or has something like a cancer or a tooth that needs to be pulled or whatever in Cuba, then we will pay for it.
Yeah.
So if your husband needs to have a tooth pulled,
I
I'm
can
only
handle
kidding.
that.
Scott.
Only if he goes to a veterinarian.
Yeah, only doing that. I could just see the
I have
headlines
this
now.
couple here, and she wants me to pull her husband's teeth so she can pay for it. Yeah,
But
no.
you know, there is a lot of paperwork to make out for
Oh, of course,
to get
for any
the registration of the
nonprofit.
state for the nonprofit registration,
Oh, I bet.
and then for the IRS. That's a lot of work to be done on
Yes.
that. Then we had to check out insurances, and we had to get we're going to talk about going to a lawyer. It doesn't come. You know what? In the end, it'll be a dream that I have done for years and ever since I've
Yeah.
known you. I've been talking about
yeah,
Scott.
absolutely.
And it's just something that I feel so intrigued with. Okay, I'm gonna put you in a psychic
Okay, go
mode.
for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Is our event going to be successful?
Yes,
Okay, and
absolutely. I believe you're going to have to hold people back from the door.
all right,
Yeah.
that's cool. And then on
Yes.
October 7th, we're doing another psychic event for Healing Path at the Unitarian something.
Universalist Church. You
Yeah.
were so close.
I know.
You've
See,
done
that's why I'm
so
a
much
co-host.
better.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
big space.
That's right.
It's a nice big space. there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with the readers, we get 50-50 with the readers and the vendors they
Nice.
pay. Okay. So we'll be sending out more info on that. And I'm just so excited. Everything is, my mind gets boggled. Well, I don't have much in my mind anyways. I haven't smoked anything lately.
I'm
so.
not saying a word. Well, I just know that's going to be a very busy week for us because on the 20th we have the event we're doing at the VFW for the veterans.
Thank you.
Then on the 24th we're doing the event for Healing Paws, and then on the 25th I'm doing a class on Lyme, a presentation on Lyme disease.
And I have a
Nice.
private party on the 21st.
Yeah, so you
Do you
busy,
do
busy,
private
busy.
parties?
I do private parties, yes.
Do you like them?
I love them.
Aren't they fun?
It is a lot of fun, yeah.
I got a private party coming up this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't make up if I should wear my blue heels or my red heels. What do you think?
Well, what's your dress
I'm
look
going to be
like?
wearing like a white mini skirt.
I think
white
blue.
skirt.
It's the color of communication.
There you go.
There you go.
See,
All
I
right,
like
see.
things.
I think I say that one lady. Then one time I said to one lady, she's calling it, and I said, "Do I wear my mini skirt or do I wear my long skirt?" She goes, When you started cracking up, you know. One thing I'm also looking at you too is don't be so shy about how you read somebody.
Okay.
You understand what I mean by that?
I think so. I can be shy in many ways, but
Don't be so shy. If you see something and they don't like it, that's on them. It's not on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people will come to you, and the one thing I'm going to encourage you to do is to tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. You're very easily manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Am I right, Mr. Sir?
Mr. Sir.
Scott?
Yes.
Yeah, there, see? What's your name?
Scott.
Oh, I should
be easy.
remember that.
Yeah, you
shouldn't I?
should be able to remember that one.
You can handle that name.
Yeah, my husband's name is
I
that,
know.
you know. But you really, you know, if they get upset with you, that's on them.
I know. Yes. Yeah.
Okay?
And you don't have to. The one thing that I found, with doing so many events, you don't have to understand the message.
No.
A lot of people won't say it because they don't understand it. It's like I had this one girl on Saturday, and I kept saying, I don't know why they're harping on your health because you don't feel sick to me. And she goes, oh, but the last year was brutal. I was so sick the whole year. I'm like, okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, reading her energy, she was, there was nothing wrong with her, so I couldn't figure out why they were, but I still gave her the message.
Yeah.
Oh, then a lot of times you ever have the spirit say, you gotta do it when you're reading someone.
Yes.
They
Like-
smack
And you
upside
keep
the
saying,
head.
no, I don't
No,
want to say
yeah.
that,
Boy,
and
they were
then
really
they don't let it
smacking
go.
you.
Yes.
Last week here, they were really smacking me around, weren't they? Oh,
They
my
were a little
God.
forceful.
I was having them all come at me when I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
And they will be forceful.
Yeah.
Your husband also has to learn how to do a lot of the readings too. He has a very strong gift, but him being the manly way, the sales, and being the person that
absolutely
everything
true.
has to be black and white,
He's very
But it-
gifted.
Yeah, but he has to learn to allow his energy to focus in with the spiritual side too. But he has to do it when he's ready,
Mhm.
and you cannot force him to.
I don't. I think when he's ready,
Yeah, okay.
it'll flow.
You have a child. You said you have.
Two
I
boys.
don't like the word step, so I'm going to take
Yeah,
that
I
out.
agree.
Okay. Is your youngest son married?
No, he's not.
Okay. But he's also very spiritually inclined. But he's very stubborn with it.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't think he
Okay.
shows it, but I think Norma's right. I think it whirls around in his head a lot, but he's not
Everything.
letting
I
it
would
come out
think
his
it would
mouth.
intrigue him.
Right, but he's very
Yes.
intelligent. He's more what's that word?
Analytical?
Yeah, and there
Yeah.
you go. And everything has to be like he's very much like his father. Everything has to be black and white. Like from Kentucky, seeing is believing. I don't
Yes.
know when the word Kentucky ever come into that, but that's what the phrase that I've ever. My father used to say, "Well, I'm from Kentucky. Everything is seeing." And I said, "No, you're not." But I also will
Never
tell
heard
you,
that phrase before.
there's a lady that is. All right, I will give her the message. Are you
Yeah.
ready for a message?
I am absolutely.
Okay.
I'd love to get a message.
Is this like a,
Why
is
they
this like a
this
Nana or
one lost
something?
me with me?
Holy
They aren't with you, but you hear them? You
I
see
know, I hear him yelling at you. It cracks me up.
Yeah, you enjoy it, don't
Oh,
you?
yeah, I think it's hysterically funny.
There's a lady that has passed.
Okay.
Is your mother passed?
My mother has not passed.
Okay.
It
Your
feels,
grandmother?
like a Nana.
My
or something
grandmother.
like that, yeah.
Did you call her Nana or Nana?
No, I'm Nana, but she
Oh,
was
okay, that's
Meme.
why.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to tell you, you finally got the right man. Whatever that means, I don't know. But
Yes.
she told me that she's very proud of you finally getting your life together. Were you a roustabout?
I don't know if I wasn't like a wild child,
No.
but I think I was very cautious with everything I did.
But she's very proud of you, and she
Good.
really admires your husband, okay? And is this your second marriage?
It is not. It's my
Okay,
first.
your
Yeah.
marriage, okay. But there's a lot of commonness here. You never, until you met Scott. Hey, I got his name.
You did. Very good.
Hey. Until you met Scott, you were always looking for the right person. Your mind was always
I was,
searching.
but I
You
was
were
not
lo-
going to settle. So
No. So one of the things that you have done with it, you two, you and your husband were married to each other in your past life.
I believe that's
Okay.
true.
No, several.
She told me to tell you stop nagging him so much. Whatever that means.
I don't know if that's gonna
don't
happen.
know.
Yeah, I won't tell you what else she's
Yeah.
saying. But you hear it.
Huh?
What else she's saying. We can't say that on the air.
No, I'll get in trouble. But
She
I also
didn't
will
hold
tell
back,
you
did
that,
She
that
what?
she really
She
is.
didn't hold back.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
No.
she's.
Did she swear?
She would
Oh,
she
we
would
have
have
call.
sworn here and there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think the phones were working. Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
Hi there.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hi.
the show is still not on yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
something with Comcast, I guess.
Yeah, they're still trying to fix it with Comcast, Mary.
Yeah, I thought I'd let you know it's not on yet.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mary.
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty.
Let me know when it comes on, okay?
Alrighty, we'll do.
All
right.
righty.
Alright, catch
Yeah,
ya.
All right, bye, Mary.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
She's
Mary
the
is our
sweetest.
homemade. You like homemade baked beans?
I'm French.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you eat them for breakfast?
I have to say I don't.
No, okay. 'Cause that is the funniest thing to me.
For whatever reason, that cracks him up.
It really does. I don't know why. My friend Bob Martell and I will go out for breakfast. He'll order beans. I go, what are you doing? He orders beans for breakfast. I go, oh. In fact, Bob Olson does the same thing. I just crack up. I don't know why. But to me, it's the most funniest thing to see someone eating a dinner meal
Right,
for
for
breakfast.
breakfast.
See,
Okay.
I don't believe in categorizing. Just like you can eat eggs for dinner, you
Or
can,
Oh, I do
pancakes.
that a lot.
Right.
you can
I
eat
love having
spaghetti or
breakfast,
pizza for
yeah.
breakfast. I
Right.
mean, why not?
We do.
Pizza for breakfast.
Oh, I love pizza for
So
breakfast.
do I. So do
You
I.
have no passion.
They're stuck in your ways.
Do you
One
call
or
it
the other.
supper at night too?
I do never say supper. I might be from the South, but I don't say supper.
Some
You-
people say supper for lunch even.
Right.
When I was growing up, my mother, my foster mother, bless her heart, her mom, would say, "Supper's ready."
Right.
You know, and that's the old tradition.
It is
we
an
live
old
with.
term.
I also will tell you that your mother has a lot of big changes coming around her.
She does.
Okay, and they're for the better.
Yep.
Okay, but she's like her daughter, very stubborn.
Yes, she
like
is.
daughter, like mother,
Yes.
and like grandmother. All
Absolutely.
right, I
I
won't
did,
forget
right?
that one too.
She's like,
So
"Don't-
the
don't-"
grandmother you're speaking to actually is what we would in this day and age call a shaman. Back then, she just did all of her stuff. We had no idea what to call it. So yeah,
Who had the medicine wheel?
I do.
Who else has one?
I don't know. I'm gonna
Someone
hold
from
that.
the past gave you the spirit of using the medicine wheel.
That would be her husband.
Okay. He just shakes his head. He's shaking his head. Boy, you women are pretty bossy women, aren't you?
Yes. Yes. Keep quiet over there.
See that? See, you hear that already?
But she's still the matriarch.
Yes. Oh,
She will
yes.
always
Yeah,
be the
true.
matriarch.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
She says no one will ever fill her shoes.
That's true.
Okay. I also will tell you that she is very proud of your children. I know you call your stepchildren. I'm
Yes.
going to call them your children. You have a good relationship with them.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
is
proud of
very
that.
unusual when it's called them, you know.
Yes.
But she's very proud of them. Please let them know.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. You beat cancer.
Oh, I had some precancer, so yes.
Okay. You beat cancer out of you. As I'm talking to you now, I mean, Maureen, I want you to concentrate on your liver and kidney as well, okay? We're removing all the bacteria out of your kidney and liver. area,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready to
So
receive
what I
that.
want you to do is just have you drink a lot more water,
Okay.
okay? We also have got to drop your husband's blood pressure.
Okay.
Well, with all the bossy women around him, what do you...
I know,
He's
poor
lucky he
guy,
can
doesn't
breathe.
stand a chance.
I'm just
you
teasing.
know.
I just had to throw that
His
out.
name is Fred, right? But one of the things I'm also going to tell you that your husband had a very good work record.
Absolutely.
Okay, leave him alone. Let him do his thing.
Okay.
I know you say you love him, and you do.
I do.
And part of love, I guess, is nagging. I'm not saying you're over bossy, but you have a tendency to. But that's why I say he has selective hearing at times.
I don't know. know. I think we're both kind of a
He
little...
can be not. He can be nasty
Yeah.
too. So, but that's what works for you two. Okay. Who's the artist?
That would be one of my sons.
Okay. I would encourage the oldest one.
Yes.
I would encourage him to do more artwork than he has been. Okay.
Okay.
He's also like a elusive butterfly. He's not sure what he wants out of life yet. He's a very
God,
steady
absolutely.
person. How? He's 32,
He's 31 now.
31. Okay. And he's also, is he married?
No.
But he has a child.
Yes.
Does he have responsibility of the child?
No. No. The
He
child
doesn't.
lives with his mother in a different state.
Okay. Well, he's going to get custody
Oh.
if he wants it.
Well, that would be nice.
Okay, how old
Yeah.
is the child?
Malachi is, I think, 7.
I'm not comfortable with the environment that your grandchild lives in, right, to be honest with you.
I agree.
And the reason why, if I get too personal, you can tell me to stop.
Oh, no.
Okay?
Go for it.
But the reason why I'm not coming, because he moved out of state out of revenge.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
Okay. But yet your son paid child support, okay?
Mhm.
And she would be the first one to have him in court if he wasn't. Okay. But I do know, does he ever get a chance to see his child?
I think on occasion, here and there.
Please don't let him, please tell him not to sign his rights over.
Hmm.
And that's what she's going to go for.
Okay.
Okay?
It'll never happen. He'll never do it.
No, please, and please.
Not a
encourage him
shot in
not
the
to.
world.
Okay.
Okay. One of the things I'm also looking at too is that your youngest child, he also has a child.
He does.
Does he see that child?
He has a daughter, yeah?
He's a good dad.
He's a good man.
Actually, your husband has taught him responsibility, military style.
Yes.
Oh, you put your coat this way, you put your shoes over here.
That's me.
And that's you. Were
That's
you
me.
in the military?
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But you do everything. Everything has to be. You don't like things out of organization.
No, I don't.
You panic, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Scott, I want you to go and disarray everything for one day order.
Well, can I jump in? I think that's where the oldest struggle is. He's too busy trying to figure out how to be responsible
Right.
and not following what makes him happy.
Right.
I think that's probably true.
Yeah. And I agree with you. Okay.
So he needs to follow what's going to make him happy, not what's responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have to let go in order to get back.
Haven't we both learned that?
Yeah. And those all in uniform manner.
We'll
You
double
know,
check.
they're all like that.
will
I can't have. That's like when I go to a restaurant. I can't have my food touching. Oh, I get really upset about that.
I have a sister like that, yeah.
Yeah. Now, sister, you have two sisters.
I'm one sister, one brother.
Then your mother then your mother lost a child.
Yes, she did.
Okay. And I also will tell you, you should have been a twin.
Ah.
Okay. But had the twin lived, it would have been in a chair, like a handicapped
Yeah.
child, and your mother could not have handled it.
Mhm.
Are they all in uniform
They're
together?
all uniform
Oh,
now, buddy.
good. Oh, I can't. I'll spend hours. That's the way. Poor Scott, I drive him up the wall. I really know I do. But he's almost
So
the same.
Scott, go home and mix all his stuff up because he's got to practice what he preaches.
There
Right?
you go.
I get all excited, don't I, Scott? And Scott knows how I like it, so he does it.
Organized,
I'm
right.
very spoiled. I really am.
Nothing wrong with
No,
that.
no. He makes my breakfast for me. Cooks breakfast. Makes my
Sweet.
coffee.
So
for
does
me,
mine.
You
Look
know.
what Bruce got me today.
Ooh, I love that. May I bless it?
Sure,
Okay, I'm
absolutely.
gonna have you.
Speaking of
shuffle
being
those.
spoiled,
Boy, I'm looking at the energy in this.
right? That's.
Oh,
I was
my.
looking at another ring, and he said, "How about that one?" I put it on. I went, "Oh yeah, this is
Oh
this is
my
the one."
goodness! Look at the. Oh my God!
That energy
Oh.
is.
Your heart is really going to be fine now.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Only you do.
Oh yes,
And
I
I'm
know what
also
that
knowing
means.
that the cleansing in your kidney and bladder area. That's a healing for you.
Cool. I like it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't that crazy? Talking about
You
being
took
spoiled.
the energy from the store out of there.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm going to have you shuffle these for me.
Sure.
Instead of spoiled, I like to say blessed.
Blessed.
Let's
There
go
you go.
blessed.
Yeah.
There we go.
And he's a better chef than I am too now.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Bruce has always been a better cook than me, so
Do
he
you-
cooks.
do you like to
we
cook?
He cooks.
I love to cook.
Who does the cooking?
We cook.
My husband and I both do.
We do
Scott's a
too.
very good cook.
We have a very big kitchen, so it's cool. We're not in each other's way. Like I
Huh?
might make dinner, he'll make dessert, or you mean I gave up on pie because that's what I'm anyway. He does all that stuff. Or until like, I'll say, oh, the poor guy, well, 10 o'clock at night, I might want a little snack and all that. And if people would only realize how grateful we have when we have each other, when like Scott and I are very special, to like you and your husband.
Yeah.
And, oh my, I can't wait to get a divorce, or I can't wait for the, or they say they get it from material things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, and this is all about material things. It's about loving it. Don't get me wrong. I like things. I count money this way and I cry that way. So don't get me wrong out of that. But you know what? I got to move this out of the way so we can.
Well, a friend of mine posted something on Facebook, and she posted it. I didn't verify it, but it was all about a couple that called off their $350,000 wedding the night before because the families got into a brawl at the rehearsal dinner.
Ouch.
Wow.
And my friend, the reason she posted, she said, "Okay, $350,000. I think I know where their first problem was
Mm-hmm.
on a wedding.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?"
Oh my God, that's a house.
Right. That could be a couple of houses
Yeah.
depending on.
Where you live.
Right. I mean, that's insane to me.
My third marriage was $56,000. I was married for a year. That was it. So it goes to show you. And look at all these extravagant weddings, like you just said, that $350,000 one. Look at all this extravagant wedding people,
Right.
like the movie stars, and like Donald Trump spent millions of dollars. Look at, and for what?
Right. My husband and I eloped. Yeah, we eloped, had a small wedding in York, Maine, and it was beautiful.
That's what we did.
Had a small reception. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you shuffle these yet?
I did.
Okay. I want you to take out 5 cards. And while you're doing that, I want you to think about something for you. Not your husband, not your dog, not your children, but for you.
But don't tell him what it is,
No, I
and
don't
don't
wanna
look
know.
at the cards either.
Oh, stop it. I'll be fair with her. I'll be nice. She
She's-
knows me too well.
She's gonna be talking to you later.
Oh!
That's right.
She's got words.
One of the things I'm also looking at you know what speed limits are?
Yeah.
You have to obey them, right?
That's why I have cruise control.
Not in the state of New Hampshire. It's just a suggestion.
Yes.
As long as you're driving responsibly.
Yeah.
But also, it depends on what. No, you're not. Do you go out of state a lot?
Occasionally, yes.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna get caught.
Oh, 'cause of course, out-of-state plates.
Mhm.
Pull you over in a
And,
heartbeat.
and boy, is your husband gonna pick on you like there is no tomorrow, because you're always picking on him about things. Okay.
Mhm.
I also will tell you that I see you and your husband going on a cruise.
Oh, good.
Okay. You have a dog.
We had a dog.
Dog that passed.
Yes.
Well, he wants you to get another one.
Okay.
And I would probably suggest to, even though I'm not, I would say the Manchester Humane Society or something humane, because, or just something like that, because you'll be attracted to it. I don't get along with the people from the Manchester Humane Society, but I'm not animal shelter, but I'm not going to blame the animals for it. I'm going to blame the personnel as well. And can we raise what, 1,800,
1,800 this time.
we gave them.
Nice.
Did you see the picture on the Facebook I posted about that lady? I thought I'll forward it to you. She not a smile.
What?
When
Oh,
we took pictures.
no, I thought she was fine. I didn't see a problem with her pictures.
Well, I expect everybody to smile. I don't expect them to bow down. Well, yeah, I do, but But when I just would like to have them show appreciation what they have.
Right.
That's all I ask out of them. So that's why we're changing our event to the.
Well, it's time to do it for your
Yeah,
charity
yeah.
anyway.
Right.
I also, boy, you're an airhead when the words go.
That's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
That's a compliment.
You know.
Elaborate.
Yeah. And she had Mr. Scott. No. In other words, we're as readers, we are airheads.
Oh,
even
yes, I see what
myself,
you mean.
Because
We're up
we're
here.
of the world, but we're not. We're in the world, but we're not of the world.
Gotcha.
Okay, because the thing is, we can see a lot of things that are happening that, and unfortunately, we can't stop them. That people have to stop it to stop. One of the things that Lauren and I always talk about is that we need to have more love in this world, and just look at
I
each
agree.
other, okay, and say hi. One of the things I like doing, I love going to Market Basket with, hi, are you happy today? Let's see your big smile,
Yeah.
you know. But you have a decision to make, and it's going to be concerning your mother.
Okay.
Okay. How old is your mother?
She is 83.
Okay. And she had early dementia?
No.
Okay. Because it's going to come very rapidly.
Okay.
Does she know you're going to be on TV?
She does not.
Oh,
Not that she wouldn't understand
no.
it. She'd love
But
that.
but you tell that you. But I also will tell you, she's a very caring person,
Mhm.
very headstrong.
Yes.
Okay. And I also will tell you, she's still. Your grandmother's a mourner, but your mother is following suit.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your dad still around?
No.
Okay. He's also passed.
Yes.
Okay. He's with your mother, and he's with his family and your mother as well.
Yeah.
Were they together when he passed?
My mom. Oh yeah, they were married till. Yeah.
They're together. I mean, your grandmother and your
My
father.
dad.
There's a whole slew. Boy, you got from a lot of ancestry behind you. You
Yes.
really do. You have a lot of it. And I'm actually seeing that they sure enjoy their whiskey and wine. Okay.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Did your grandmother enjoy a glass of wine occasionally?
I think she was more the whiskey.
The whiskey. Well, I was trying, she said, "Nick, call it as it is." All right, I will. She said she enjoyed her straight whiskey.
Yep.
Okay. She was like a sipper.
Mhm.
Okay. And she enjoyed life.
Yes.
And get her drinking, and she could tell you what the world was like, and she would even, okay. But I also will tell you that I would encourage you that you work with a medicine wheel.
I do sometimes. Yes.
I would encourage you to learn how to do the medicine wheel more.
Okay.
Because they're doing the intuitive, but I think you need something to back it up more.
Okay.
You do angel card readings?
I do.
Okay. But they're not really your forte. I'm sorry. I mean, you're good at it.
Yeah.
Please don't misunderstand that.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you agree with me, but I think something like the medicine wheel would be a lot more,
Okay.
more advanced for you. Let go of the anger. Only you know what that means. I don't
do.
know. Okay. In order for you to prosper more, you got to let go. You're a volcano ready to explode. No. So I would tell you to write it out. Run. Yeah, I don't care. Beat your husband. No. Don't do that. I'm poking
That
in the
would
eye.
be spiritualvisionary.net.
Yeah. But just let it all out.
Okay.
Okay. Are you angry at your brother?
Disappointed is more the
Okay.
word.
All right. Your grandmother said let it go.
Okay.
It's his path. He chose it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. You can't change it for him.
Yeah.
Okay. He's happy. He really is. He's happy his own. You and your mother wanted something different from him.
Mhm.
And he can't succeed in that. He has to succeed in what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay. And just be happy for him.
Okay.
Okay. And the only thing that's going to do with the disappointment is to hold you back from growing spiritually. Okay. You have a garden.
Yes, many.
You do now have many gardens.
Mhm.
Okay. They're going to be prosperous.
Good.
Get some sage and put it around the different parts of the.
Okay.
I will also tell you the animals are going to enjoy some of your garden.
Yes,
too.
they do.
And that's okay.
Yeah. Got to share.
Yep. Well, you've been through hell and back, haven't you?
A couple times.
Being a reader, I always admire people who have had to go a journey. And that has not always been easy, but you've learned to appreciate what you have.
Yes.
Okay. You agree with that? right?
Absolutely.
We see that many times.
We
you know.
do.
I get a little when I hear people think, "Oh, my life has been blah blah blah," blah. And I get a little nervous because you've got to live a certain path. I shouldn't say that, but because that's prejudging, and I'm learning how not to be judgmental. Thanks for Lori, I'm learning how not to be so judgmental because I can be very judgmental.
You, honey?
No,
Never.
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 Although I can embarrass people too and enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah, but you can't embarrass him. He gets upset. It's
Yes,
not
I
fair.
do.
It's not fair.
I know. But I'm learning to be better. One of the things I'm also telling you, prosperity is yours. It's all up to you to grab it. Okay? You own your own property where you're at?
Yes, we do.
Okay. I wouldn't recommend you selling it for at least 5 years.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to sell it?
We will eventually when we retire, but probably not right
Oh,
now.
sweetheart, you're not going to ever retire.
Not fully, yeah.
Yeah.
When I call retire, when they sit in their couch and they're just sitting there
Oh,
doing
no,
this
not
and
that.
That'll never
Okay.
happen.
I
Yeah.
also will tell you that the person that you are married to is getting a good bonus. He's a
Yay.
very hard-working person.
Yes, he is.
He has a great work ethic.
Yeah.
Does he watch the Red Sox?
Yes, he does.
Oh, good,
Did
because
you
he's
watch
gonna
it
have to leave if he
yesterday? We finally won a game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The
Sorry.
sausage came out really cool.
Because yesterday afternoon I sat and released the curse that somebody had put on the Red Sox.
Yeah, good.
People didn't believe me, but, well, Bruce thought I was crazy. I should say Bruce didn't believe me until they won last night. And I'm
Right.
like, see?
Well,
Told you.
and that's like I've been watching the Celtics. You know, the referee, what do they call them? Umpires?
I don't watch basketball, so sure.
What do they
Umpires?
call them?
Umpires?
They call their basketball team umpires?
Oh, that's baseball we're talking.
Oh, baseball. Now, that's the one where they take and throw it in the basket, right?
No, that's basketball.
Oh, that's basketball. Oh, okay. But we actually won a game yesterday. But I'll tell you, this guy, I actually see us winning the basketball tournament championship or whatever they call it. But it's going to be a rough struggle, okay? Well, one thing I'm also seeing, was your children, did the children live with you when they were growing up?
Yes.
Okay. So, and they were into sports?
One was.
He was very good at it, wasn't
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is your oldest one having when I'm sensing that he has a sexual identity crisis, he's going to find himself. Okay, I'm not saying he's gay or anything like that, but
No.
he just has to find out who he is.
Who he is. Okay.
I'm very concerned, can I be brutally honest with both of you?
Absolutely.
I'm very concerned about him with suicide.
Really?
I really am.
Okay.
He is not a failure. We got to remind you, please. You can
Mhm.
please remind him that he is not a failure. And Dad, would you do that also? You know, because he's not. You know, whenever he has a rough journey ahead of him, okay, and he's going to be successful in whatever he chooses to do.
Okay.
Do I see a lot of alcohol around him?
That I don't know. I don't, he lives on his own now, so.
Yeah. Well, do you communicate with him a lot?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Okay. He's a hard worker, isn't he?
Yep.
What does he do?
Well, right now he just actually left a job and he's looking for something new, so.
There's a better prosperous job coming for him too, but it's going to involve moving.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually looking at moving to the state where his daughter is, so he can see his daughter more,
Okay.
and he'll have better grounds to fight with. And the one thing I do know about you and your husband is that woman better not be dishonest, because there's no ventures like a psychic in the honest way.
That's true.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, if someone hurts your family member, it's amazing what we can do. And then people get afraid of us because we have this gift to know, oh, what are they going to do? They're going to put a curse on me. I don't do curses.
I don't either. No.
Do you?
I don't do
No.
curses. No,
Yeah.
that's bad
Yeah.
mojo for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
that
I
comes
done
back.
it? Yeah. Have I? Oh, yeah. Back in the days when I was still, in the church, I've done it all. But this is why I can tell people, don't try to do this. Don't try. I've been there. I've done it. I know.
Mhm.
I also will tell you that I'm very concerned about your mother falling.
Okay.
Okay, if you fall, forgive me for saying this, it could be a possible demise of her. If you got to look at her hitting her head,
Okay.
then there could be a lot of confusion. You agree?
Well, she is 83,
Yeah.
so it is always possible. I don't see her dying. I
Oh,
don't.
no,
yeah,
I just don't see
I,
her dying
I
if you
see
go
that
out
she
more
could get
confusion.
hurt,
Yeah.
but she's 83. I mean,
Right.
Matt's girlfriend, I have to agree with that. Everybody says, oh, they're in a far better place. They cross over, or she lived her time. And you know what? That is the most disrespectful thing.
I don't agree. I think it depends on if you actually knew the person.
Yeah.
Or if you're just someone making platitudes. If you're
Yeah,
just
that's
making
what-
platitudes,
Hey, that's a
then
big word. What's that?
you're just saying stuff to say stuff.
Oh, okay. I have to.
But if you actually knew the person,
Yeah.
because sometimes passing is the best thing for them.
I agree there, yeah.
But sometimes the family members don't want to hear that.
Right, they're not
You
ready to
have
hear
to
it. That's where you
use
have to
that,
know
okay?
Yeah.
the person. You have to know who you're speaking to and the decedent
Yeah.
if you're going to make a comment like that. You
Yeah.
can't just.
And a lot of times what people don't understand as well, too, is that, well, I'm letting my mother go, I let my dad go. I say, if you're letting them go, be careful how you do it. Because a lot of times when someone says, I let them go, they're going to go and they're not going to enter into your life. So I would say I'm sending them to, they've already passed away, we're still learning.
Mhm.
And one of the things I like to tell people is that once you let them go, and they're going to go to, but you've got to remember they can be there for you. Don't let them go without sending them away with love.
Right.
And I've seen so many get the angry people that let the people go, and they wonder why that person isn't communicating with them.
Right? Yeah, I get that well, not a lot, but I got it in the last 2 weeks. I've had like 4 people. Why isn't my loved one coming to visit me? Why blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Right.
okay, how long have they been dead? 3 days. Okay, how about you give them time?
Mm.
You know?
It's a learning curve.
Yeah. Well, I remember John Edwards saying one time, and I followed through with it. I can't. Sometimes the spirit will come to me right afterwards, and sometimes it may take a month. Sometimes they may not ever want to.
Right.
Right.
You know?
You can't force them
No.
to appear.
Right. We get who comes through, comes through.
Right.
And I had this one lady I was talking to. Do you remember Allison? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Her husband was getting ready to go to the other son. He says, I'm leaving now. I'm going to go to be with Mama. And she kept saying, well, what do you want me to do with your stuff? And he says, I don't care what you do with it. Well, what do you want me to do with this? Because you still get ready to transcend to the other side. I don't care what you do with it. Finally, he said, I don't care what you chocolate fudge do with it, that way. And she says, okay. And sure enough, she was on her way to the hospital to tell him goodbye, and they said, no, he's already gone. Because sometimes you might get messages doing it that way when they're getting ready to cross over.
Right.
And I've had spirits come and tell me that, Norm, I'm ready to go home.
Right. While they're transitioning,
Right, during
sometimes they'll
transition.
reach out then too. But just like people, they're handling this differently. This is
Right.
this
I
is
know
new
this
to
is a different
everybody
way-
when it
This is a different way
happens.
of reading you, but it's all going to come into pat when I'm done.
Okay.
And that's like I had another lady, I was at the Elks Club doing a galley, and this woman come in, Miss Tuff, I go, oh boy, this is going to be interesting, because and she says, I want to know how my dad is. I said, he wants to know what you did with the $250,000 that you were supposed to divide with the family members. Because I know she was going out the door.
Busted.
Yeah. The one thing about spirits, they don't lie.
No, that's true.
Well, as long as you're connecting to true
True
spirits, because if
spirit,
you're the
Because
low level,
there's some
low
people-
entity
Yeah.
ones, I mean, they will
Yeah.
lie, mislead.
Oh, yeah. They're in negative energy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You have to learn how to balance them out.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I have
Your
to say, I've never
grandma
worked
just
with
told me I am not a liar. I'll always be truthful. I might exaggerate, but I'm not a liar, And
I have never worked with low level entities
Yeah, I
either.
haven't.
That's always,
yeah.
but I know people that have, and oh my goodness.
see, that's where with me, I learned when to learn when the low entities, when they went on the negative side
Right.
of learning. But that's all in my own learning process.
Yeah.
I chose to go that way so I could be where I am today.
Mhm.
But actually, you and your husband have really had a lot of tough breaks, haven't you? And then you managed to bring yourself back up.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you know that you were a dancer in your past life?
No.
You were what we call a lady in the night dancer. Yeah, look at her blush. But I mean, it wasn't like it is today.
Right.
Okay. You were like in the 1840 era when you still get your clothes on and stuff like
Right.
that and stuff like. You went to the saloons there. and
Like
all
the
that.
burlesque kind of thing.
Right, the burlesque kind of thing. Okay.
Okay.
You also were an opera singer.
That I would believe.
You like to sing?
Yes.
You have a good voice.
I actually can sing in 6 different languages.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
beautiful.
You ever do spiritual singing?
I have not.
Don't be afraid to let it happen. I do that quite often. As I
Never
did
thought of
last
it.
week.
Mhm.
When you in a normal voice, I sound like hell. But when I do spiritual singing, it's all they get a different. In fact, when I'm singing at my son's home, they'll say, "Text me, don't sing it, Dad." I also will tell you out of all that, there's a lot of good changes with you and your husband.
Oh,
A
nice.
lot of big changes. I do see you renewing your vows when you make 25 years.
Okay, that'd
Okay.
be nice.
I actually see 45 years.
Okay.
Okay. When you first met him, you weren't sure you wanted to go with him, were you?
Well, during my day job, I'm also a hygienist, and he was a patient, so.
Did you give him too much Novocaine?
No, but I guess I'll do anything to get them to floss, right?
And you're still a hygienist?
I
as
am.
well, right?
I am as well, yeah.
That's the next foundation I want to start. It's for people who can't afford to go to a dentist. I think that's a big thing, too.
It is a big
I have a
thing.
lot of foundations I want to start.
You better get busy, buddy.
You know, it's the crazy thing is, it took me this long. I'm only going to be 34, no, well, 33.
33, yes.
33.
Let's get it right.
It's a good
When a
number.
44-year-old son, yeah. When, you know, but there's so much, you know, and people just get, there's so much help that is needed out there. Not just the homeless,
Yeah,
not just the vets and homeless, but the people who are working hard
and they can't make
to
ends
make
meet.
it. They can't always, like, they may not be able to, like, if you can't afford to go to the dentist, they're not going to see you.
Right,
Because I'm so gorgeous anyway, I would memorize them, you know.
yeah.
But, ask me and I'll tell you, right? I'm not bashful about that, am I?
No, you are not.
No. And you a winner
Am I a winner? Yes.
every day?
I hope so. I think I like to have that positive attitude, yes.
What's the winner? What's hope?
Hope is knowing.
When we believe that we're a winner every day, and it gets better when you and your husband look, say good morning. Okay. When you good morning, I'm Anita,
Yep.
and your husband says, I'm Scott, and today I'm a winner. Practice it.
Yeah,
Practice it with your children.
practice gratitude.
Because
Yeah.
then when you start doing that, and it's not being conceited, it's being, I'm always conceited. But I can remember I had a very good friend, and he said, in order to believe in ourselves and to be actual good readers, we have to be selfish at
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
You do a lot of counseling?
To be honest with you, I think a lot of the psychic
readers
mediumship stuff is counseling. Yeah.
Not Al. Who's that?
Maybe it's time to break into dance.
I'll talk
She
to
did,
her.
yeah, I was going to say, she knows you're on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she's
big
calling
at-
to tell you
Well,
that.
she's in love,
Well, then,
you know.
give me the cards, I'll fix
But
them.
one of the things I'm also looking at with this here is that you don't like making decisions, do you? You ponder them. Don't be afraid to make an instant
Decision.
decision.
Okay,
If it's wrong, you know what? You'll correct it.
that's right.
Okay. I do see you getting a dog. It's a
My husband
medium-sized
will be
dog.
grateful for that.
Okay. And I see like a medium-sized dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think two.
2. Okay.
I think two. Just
Yeah.
because they're going to be a bonded pair and you're not going to want to break them up.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not your
And,
intent, it's just
yeah.
the way it's going to, I see it working out.
Your grandmother wants to know if you know what a vacuum cleaner is.
What a vacuum cleaner is? Oh my God, I'm a neat freak. Of course I do.
Well, she wants to know how often you use it.
Oh, weekly.
She says, why not daily?
Oh, because I have to work.
Because she has a life.
She's
Yeah.
laughing. Okay. Who burned the brownies?
I would probably guess my mother.
Okay. You're a better cook than your mother.
Yeah.
Okay. You eat a lot of red meat?
I don't. Maybe once a month.
Okay. People have a lot of times had the misconception of red meat. I'm not saying not to eat it, and I'm not going to say eat it. What I'm going to say is do what your body craves it.
Yes.
Okay? Because you need iron.
Okay.
Okay? Because you get tired very easily.
Most women do.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that what happens on the women's side of me
Yes.
comes out? Is that what it
Yes.
is?
That is exactly what happens, actually.
Good.
Yes.
But actually, your husband needs vitamin B12.
Okay. And actually, I think he takes
Vitamin.
extra B12. So
Okay.
yeah.
And there's something around head. Do you get headaches easy?
I do.
Okay. Relax. Meditate. Don't worry about what other people think.
The last part is the key.
Okay. You have to be your own person. See, what they don't know about you gets them upset. You see what I mean by that?
Yes.
What they don't know about, because you're not a gossip. Your life is very private,
Yes.
even at work.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to get nosy, just yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm saying it right there.
Go ahead, spiritualvisionary.net for all you parents who get upset every time he does that.
But, and also, there's a lot of people that are very jealous of the success that your husband's having. Okay?
Okay.
And there's a couple of people there that are trying to sabotage his job.
Okay.
So you have to be very aware. And there's someone that's supposedly a good friend of his.
Okay.
Someone that is supposed to be showing you the, oh, Scott, you and I go way back and blah, 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 and all the errands is, how quick can I stab him in the back?
Okay.
Okay. And you got a couple of people that where you're working at that, because you're such a good personality,
Mm-hmm.
that are the same way.
Okay.
Okay with you. It's so sad. That's like what we do in spiritual readings and stuff. There are a lot of people out there. There's enough room for everybody.
Absolutely. There's enough spirits for all of us.
Oh yeah, everybody. I used to get that. Oh, now I used to think at one time I was better than everybody else until I looked in the mirror one day, and it was in the bathroom of all places. I was doing a TV show one of my early days there, and it said, "Who the hell do you think you are?" And I'm going, "What do you mean?" Okay. Then I had another one, Jay Schultz. She says, you got to get that stabbing out of your back, because I really thought my head was way out here. It really was. And I had to go through a lot of learning processes. I mean, I had a TV show, I was busy, I was expensive, really, and I always thought I was another John Edwin, Sylvia Brown, and all that.
Yeah.
And then when I dropped my prices down, then people could afford it.
Yeah.
And the only thing I don't do, if there's someone on, what do they call it, AFDC or state welfare or whatever the
EBT.
thing is. I'm sorry?
EBT.
Yeah, whatever. I won't charge them. I'll give it to them free.
Oh, that's nice.
So that way they can't sue me for one thing.
Yeah.
Because they will. I don't want to be sued for discrimination, because it's not.
Right.
But because I feel this way. It's your dollars, my dollars, and that needs to go to the children and place the children. And am I a martyr? Absolutely not. I never will. No intend to be. Do I like what I'm doing? Absolutely. There was a gentleman back in Laconia where I went and lived for many years. His name was Dr. Leonard. And he said to me, one day you will be doing spiritual reading. I go, yeah, right, And then do you know how to do spiritual handwriting?
I have tried it. I have to say, I don't think I'm good at it. I'm not sure why. I think
You give up too quickly. You have
Maybe.
to constantly work at it.
You have to fully let go to do
Yeah.
automatic writing.
I love doing it. Do you do it?
I have done it, but there's a part of me that doesn't like to give up that complete control,
And maybe that's
and
it.
that's what I think it is with you.
For women, it's the control thing.
Yeah.
We have a friend, Catherine Samuelson. I
That's
got to
right.
get her name right. That's your
Right.
Kathy, that's automatic writing. One of the things I'm also looking at you too, it says that your journey is really traveling more so than you have. You are going to be reaching a plateau higher than you've ever thought.
Mm-hmm. Good.
But you've got to open the door to it and don't close the gate. Don't be afraid of the unknown. You've got to change your furniture around in your living room.
Okay.
You're blocking a lot of okay. Let all the positive energy come in. Okay. You said you have a lot of land.
We don't have a lot of land. We have maybe just under a half an acre.
Okay.
She has a
And
lot
you
of
said you had many
gardens.
gardens.
Yes.
Oh, so they're all around your house.
Yeah.
Okay. Who does the gardening?
I do.
You enjoy that, don't you?
I do.
You don't let your husband do it? He
Well,
doesn't do it right.
My husband does the lawns.
Okay.
That's his particular thing, and I do the gardens.
Yeah,
That-
because he would
that's
never do
good
the
division of
gardening.
pro-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, he wouldn't do it right anyway. You know that.
I'm not sure. He wouldn't enjoy it.
No, but I mean,
Okay.
you would find fault with it. Oh no! Make sure you don't pull that out. Make sure that's a
Maybe.
weed, not a flower.
Yeah.
He's right on. He's right
Yeah.
on there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He doesn't have a right more, does he?
Yes, he does.
That's lazy.
No, that's just smart.
It's
No,
smart.
it's polluting the air.
Oh, you want one of those old-fashioned plush ones?
Absolutely. I've always done it that way.
Really?
Because I grew up that way.
Yeah,
you
but,
know?
but when's the last time you mowed a lawn? Yeah, a long time, buddy.
And there we go.
That's where we have maintenance people. I enjoy watching that. I get tired watching the other people work, but we don't have a lawn really. So
Yeah.
in the backyard, it's all dirt.
Hmm.
But actually, I lived over on Cumberland Street. We used to mow the lawn with a hand mower.
Yeah.
Because
We had one as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them. Actually, it gets good exercise. You
Mhm.
know. One of the things I'm also going to tell you that I want you to start being very proud of you and what you do. Okay.
Okay.
Never let anybody try to embarrass you.
Okay.
You have either a brother or a sister that doesn't understand what you're doing, or some relative,
Okay.
and it could be an in-law. But don't let them try to embarrass you with what you're doing.
Okay.
You understand what I mean by that?
I do think so, yes. I have a brother-in-law who is very Catholic and
Oh, you're going to the devil.
in handbasket.
Yeah. You know.
We'll all be there if you believe in it. But as a reverend, I can tell you it doesn't exist.
I agree. Yeah.
As Norm
I
likes
get
to
asked
say,
that a lot.
this might be.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it.
There's no purgatory, there's no hell.
We're already
No.
in hell.
This is it.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer.
I believe there's this side and that side.
Yeah.
Right.
We're not punished for making choices. We wouldn't have free will if we were being
Yeah.
punished for using it.
Right.
That'd be
Yeah.
silly. That's
Yeah.
like telling your kids do whatever you want and then beating the crap out of them for doing
Right.
something you didn't want them to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I always hate this. Don't do as I do.
Do as I
But
say.
do as I say. My dad was very good at that. You know. And while he would tell me that he was beating on me, you know, and that's okay. But I had to let go.
No, it's not okay. Stop saying that's okay. It's never okay that he did that.
Well, let me finish.
Do forgive him.
But what I had to do, I had to learn how to forgive him.
And
Right.
he
Okay.
did. God
And
bless
that's
him
it.
for that.
Verbal abuse is worse than, or he ignored me, I think was worse. But yeah, he used to call me feeble-minded. But you know what? I had to let go. In fact, Kevin really told me that. Remember that? Kevin
Yes.
and I? And,
Kevin did. Yeah.
Once you learn how to let go, and boy, you got a lot of anger. Forgive me for saying that, but
You think? Oh, I hope not.
you really do, but you're burying it.
Mm.
When was the last time you really exploded?
Oh, boy. I don't think I've had to in a while. I've actually cleared a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, when was the last time
away.
you got angry and didn't say anything? Except that you had.
Yeah. You know, I can't think of a time.
I'm telling
To
you
be
now.
honest.
Okay, you bury a lot of that because you're what people don't understand. You know what? As readers, as spiritual people,
Mm-hmm.
we still have the right to be angry. We
Oh, absolutely.
We're only human.
Right.
You know, like I got because I went to a bar and watched my son play. What are you doing in here and all that stuff? You know, we're human.
Yeah.
When
You
are we
still have
going to make
lives and
mistakes?
family.
Yeah.
And why can't you? I go to bars all the time and listen to music. And you're going to listen to your son. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good father
Yeah.
thing right there.
Right. Absolutely.
So, what do you have any events planned for yourself?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, myself and another medium on June 17th, we are doing a mediumship gallery at the Salt Caves.
The
Oh,
what?
cool.
The Salt Caves, yeah, that will be our 6th one.
The what?
So there's a Salt Cave gallery, or it's a salt cave that's in Salem, New Hampshire. So we rent that out, then we have people come and we do mediumship galleries in there, and I have to tell you, the energies in there are amazing.
I want to go there so bad.
Yeah, so
Where is that?
in Salem, New
Remind
Hampshire,
me where in Salem.
on South Broadway Street, I believe. Yeah,
Okay, and when is that?
on June 17th, I think.
Do they need to call for reservations, or could they?
They would have to go onto our websites and they could book from there, because they only take 13 seats, so that's why we've done so many. Once they book full, we will book another.
Okay, what is number 13?
Well, for myself, that's one of my favorite numbers. And I don't believe they seat more than 12 or 13, so we chose 13.
Once again, I'm going to ask you, what does that number 13 represent to you?
It's also the day that my husband and I first got together on our first date.
Nice.
Okay. What does Friday the 13th mean to you?
Actually, it's always been a happy day for me.
I know. I must say, don't do anything on Friday the 13th.
No,
I
I
love
love
it
it.
when they
It's
do.
My
so
The only
favorite.
time I had that problem, I had a problem with a police officer on Friday the 13th. And you ever see that movie, Starsky and Hutch? You ever see that
Starsky
TV
and
show?
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
I can laugh about it now. They slam me into the wall. They searched me. And I looked at one. I said, "Which one are you? Are you Starsky? Which one are you Hutch?" And all that stuff.
Oh,
And they
jeez.
tried to accuse
Cut
me of
that
something
one
I
over
didn't
well.
do. And I got a lawyer, and I wasted a lot of money and all that, but nothing ever happened out of it. And every time I see them, I started laughing. I was at a club down here in Manchester, and I saw these two guys at the club down there, a gay club, and I go, "Oh, which one are you? Are you observing? Are you checking somebody out, being private duty work, or what?"
Right.
You want to see them two leave, of course. Me being the big gossip and the big mouth, I go, "Both two are cops." You know, you want to see the people leave back then. That was like 25 years ago, you know.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'm also going to tell you is success is yours. Claim it.
Okay.
Let's
I
put
will.
it this way. Uncle Sam is going to like you when you have to.
All right.
You got to pay a lot of money to Uncle Sam. To the people who don't want to work.
I think we all do that, don't we?
You know, I have no problem, and you know either, because my roommates would fight for like 10 years, and they owe a lot of money. I have no problem with people getting money when they do that. When I have a problem when they purposely will go on the system, and I'll have one, like there's one woman I know, she purposely will have children
Yeah.
so that she doesn't have to go to work.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the sad part, because for the ones that really need the help, you know, it makes it harder for them.
But and
Yeah.
that's the vast majority.
Yeah.
The people that really need it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's such
yeah.
a small minority that
Absolutely.
that
But
abuse
it's
the
still
system.
plenty,
That,
you know, but those are the ones that are exposed. They're those ones, you know, and we should. You're also going to be finding bodies that are missing.
That is one of my passions. I enjoy working with stuff like that, yeah. Remote viewing kind of things and finding missing people, yeah. So I'm looking forward to more of that, yeah.
Something that you're not going to like.
No, I'm sure I won't, but I think just getting the closure and starts the healing.
That's what they need. Okay, that's one of the things they need. And one of the things I understand with that is like the internet. I just found out today that they found a 22-year-old missing body down by the river, Andover River, and
Yeah.
he was beaten to death, like I said. I don't like finding that happening. Another one 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I found
That's
another
pretty
body
good.
that was missing. I had told
Yeah.
people where he was, you know, and then I found one that was I found another body up in how do you pronounce it?
Auburn.
Yeah, Auburn.
Auburn.
Okay, in a barn. I found one there. Down in Florida. I'm not looking for the pat on the back. I don't want the approval of police officers. I could care. Let them say they found the body, as far as I'm concerned. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's
Yeah.
all I care about. You're the same way, right? I don't need that recognition.
Right. And I think if it helps the families.
That's all
Right,
I
and
want.
that's
Bring
all it's
pleasure to the
about.
family.
It's
Starts the
helping the
healing.
family.
The hardest part, though, when I find missing babies, and I mean, when they're alive, that's great. But when I find one that's not alive,
Yeah.
that's
Sad.
I was down in Hudson last week, and I showed her where a baby was drowned in a pool, and it was confirmed that I was right.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not cool the baby drowned,
Yeah,
but
but
cool
it
that
comes from
you
confirmation.
could,
Right.
Do you get a lot of confirmation on what you do?
Yeah, I
Is that what
do.
makes it worthwhile?
Absolutely. I think the feedback and, yeah.
What qualifies you to be a reader?
That's a really good question. I think what qualifies me to be a reader is the validation I get, how you feel about it. I think with mediumship, how you feel afterwards. Like when I give a mediumship reading or gallery, when you hear everybody talking about the people that I've brought through, and they're talking about how much they loved them, that gives me the okay that I'm doing what I'm meant to do.
You're not going to give me any answers I wanted to hear.
Oh, okay, what did you want to hear? That I'm good
You
at
did.
it?
Yes.
Oh, I
Are
did.
you good?
I think I am. Yes, I do. I have to say that
That's a good thought.
I hear spirit very closely. I hear it a lot. I see it. and emotionally I feel it. So I do think I'm good. Yeah.
I like that confidence.
Yeah.
You,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
what qualifies you? Then I'll tell what qualifies me.
Well, it just, I don't know that I need to be qualified. I'm not sure why you're using
Okay, the
that
reason why,
particular
because
word.
I've had that asked so many times from me.
I just, Spirit gave me a gift and said use it, and I use it, and then they validate that I'm doing what God
Again.
wants me to do. So, it's like a
Well, that's what I would look at.
a woman I just did a reading for. She just sat down, and I'm like, grabbed back my head and said, "What did you do back?" I mean, she literally just said it. She said, "Oh, I had brain surgery."
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get much more confirmation
Right.
than
Right.
that. She's like, "Yeah, right in that exact spot is where I had brain surgery." I'm like, "Holy cow!"
Mhm.
But that just is Spirit's way of saying that you are doing what Spirit
Right.
wants you to do.
And
what
it's when
God
you
wants
get
you to do.
the validations afterwards that
Right.
makes you
Right.
realize
And
how
then apply
important it
for
is.
that.
Yeah. My famous saying is you can't make this stuff up. You can't.
You cannot. Oh my gosh! If we didn't say half of what the Spirit said, I mean, they say some things that I think Norm and I both go, what?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that on TV.
No, I'm going to get kicked off the air,
Right, yes.
We have to be very careful. Like this one guy made a mistake and he used a four-letter word. We blocked him away immediately. And you can't usually come out and say B.
On the phone, he could be a caller,
you can't.
someone who called
So you
in.
have to be very careful how you address
Right.
things, okay?
Right. It's different when you're one-on-one.
Yeah. When you're
And
in
you ask
person,
permission.
the
Right.
Spirit tells me that, I've had Spirit come back and say, what that blah, blah, are you talking about and stuff? Well, a lot of times I'll ask, when I do medium work, and share what you like, prefer to call and talk with the Spirit, is I'll ask them if their mother or their father or the loved one that had a swearing problem or
Yeah.
whatever, and that way I'll get validation that, because I've had some that come up with some pretty, every other word was quite explosive.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't censor. What they say, I say.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
And
For me.
so,
Yeah.
but it lets the person that you're doing the reading for know that you're actually connected to their loved one.
Right.
Because you're using their words. I mean, some of their sentences, I'm like, I have no idea what this means, but blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, yeah. They
Yeah.
totally know it.
It's sometimes those things that we don't understand that are the wow moments.
Right. Oh,
for the
almost
recipient.
always.
Yeah.
Who rode the motorcycle in your family?
My boys. All three of them. My husband and my two sons.
No, there's someone that had crossed over that rode a motorcycle.
Oh, yes. One of our close friends.
Okay. Did he die on the motorcycle?
No. Although he could have come close many times.
Because I'm hearing a motorcycle now.
Uh-huh.
Was it a Harley Davidson?
Yes, it was.
He tried to be Mr. Tough Guy a lot of times. He really wasn't. He was a marshmallow inside.
Yes.
But he had that big, I'm a big motorcycle man or whatever. Do you wear a cap?
I don't know if Dennis wore a cap.
He knows.
Would Dennis have wore a cap, Scott? I don't know if he's in here.
See the motorcycle.
You want to go feed the meter.
Okay.
What?
He would have worn like one of those small Harley
Right,
caps when
right.
we were out of town, but
Right.
other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure he got a black vest.
Yep, that would be
Okay.
him as well.
And his motorcycle boots or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and a real wild looking sunglasses, and he
Yeah.
had like a little goatee.
Yes, sometimes
Okay.
he did, yeah.
And he'd be sitting there, Mr. Tuck, like, and he had like a drinking problem.
Maybe towards the end, I would say,
He
maybe.
died of cancer.
We don't really know how he passed, to be honest.
That's
They
what the
found
message
him.
I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he commit suicide? Yes, he did.
You think?
Yep. I don't,
Yeah.
that's what the Spirit is telling me.
Yeah.
And he's saying he wants this forgiveness from everybody.
Okay.
Okay. And one of the things he enjoyed life.
Yes, he
He
did.
enjoyed life until he got sick, then he couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know if I really call it suicide. When someone is so much in pain and so much dying of cancer, and there's no other recourse, when there's no healing, whether it's herbal or whatever, and if they take maybe we'll say a little extra medication or whatever, I'm sorry, I don't really know if I call it suicide. Do you?
Yeah, but
I mean,
on,
we have
on
no
the
right
other
to take
hand,
it.
I know somebody who got a cancer. I mean, literally, the doctor said you have cancer. They left and then they committed suicide. Now that's
Yeah,
just a
no, no,
coward. I
that's
mean, you
suicide.
just got this notification.
Yeah.
You don't even know
Right.
how in depth it is. You know,
Right. How much
what
you
your
have to fight,
options
what your
were.
options are. Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, that was suicide. That was a
Yeah,
coward.
that is suicide.
That
Okay.
was a coward.
Yeah.
But that's a coward's way. And you know what? And it is, because they don't realize what they have put their family members through. Like the people that overdose on heroin,
Yeah.
you know. But however, I truly believe before they were born, they chose that path.
I agree.
But they could have changed
I believe it's
it,
their
too.
life contract. Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
yeah.
but they had the option
Yeah, they had the option to
to
change
learn
it.
the lesson and not
Do that.
the
choice.
follow through. Right.
I had a lady do a tarot card reading on me. She's a great reader, fantastic reader, and she said, "You're going to die before you're 67." I go, "Okay." But I said, "I can change that, can I?" "Oh, no."
Well, of
Guess
course you
what?
can.
I
Yes, you
changed
can.
it.
With psychic readings, you can change
Yeah. Well, I
that
gave
energy.
up alcohol.
Yeah.
Haven't given up some of my wildlife yet, you know. When I gave up alcohol, I gave up cigarette smoking. I'm starting to get better at what I eat.
Good.
And I still smoke my pot, but I'm not going to give that up. Because, you know. And do you see where it's going to be decriminalized?
For
I-
health
yeah.
purposes,
Has
of
it
course.
passed?
No, I don't think it's passed yet. Not that I've heard, but
Okay.
it
What,
should.
of the law
Yeah.
in this area? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's passed. I think it's
No,
just
Once
proposed.
it go through, they should be. Once it go through, like paying a fine in court, you know. And I'm a big advocate of, first of all, people have this. It is not habit forming. You cannot get addicted to it unless you want to psychologically.
Hmm.
I don't have withdrawals if I don't smoke every day or a month at a time. Or whatever.
No, and you do have an addictive personality, so
Yeah.
you would be someone
I'd be
who
very
would,
addicted
right.
to it.
But the thing is, people need to go back and
Read history.
see the history of why marijuana became illegal, and then they'd be like, "That's so stupid."
I'm actually a firm believer that's what keeps me going, to keep me from having cancer, you know, and all that. I'm not going to encourage anybody, just to let people know, and you're
Right?
going to back me
No,
up on
I'm
this,
not.
and I'm sure
We're
you
not
will too.
encouraging
Yeah,
anybody.
I'm not
but
encouraging you to
it's
run
a
out and buy a
personal choice.
joint. I'm not encouraging you to go out and break the law or do pot
But
or
I have
whatever.
always said to my family, if I ever get cancer or some other death sentence, you better believe I'm doing it every day, multiple times, because you know what? The studies that show how it can help are
pain. Yeah.
incredible.
I have one Scott's my roommate when I lived over there. They diagnosed him in May with cancer. I think it was either March or May. He flew to Illinois to meet with his dad, said goodbye. Then he flew back here, and all of a sudden, and the only thing that kept him going without pain was marijuana and the morphine, unfortunately. And I can remember we just, cause I had the sample to make sure that marijuana was okay. You know, I didn't want him to get a bad figure that, you know
Such
what
a
I
thoughtful
mean.
friend.
Sorry?
Such a thoughtful friend.
Yes, I was.
Right.
You know, and all of a sudden I heard this big knock on the door. I go, oh, we're going to be arrested. All I could think, oh God, the cops here. It was a visiting nurse, because they can't say anything. Anyways, and she had no problem with it.
Yeah.
Then I can remember the probation office came into my house one time. We had this guy, and we didn't know was on probation. I thought, oh,
Oops.
no. And we just got through having a cigarette, you know. Didn't find anything. And Scott used to roll his own little cigarettes, so they're examining that, and I'm starting to laugh, right? And then they no more than left that I looked over, and there was this paper thing. That's where you know the spirits are
That's
working.
who you know spirits
That's when
watching
you know
out for you.
ancient, because we moved the paper, there was one moving right there. I'm going, oh my God. When I also looked at him, I said, I want you out of here. I can't afford to have you come knocking on my door.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after that parole officer called me an old man. That really upset me.
How rude.
That was.
Someone as gorgeous and young as you.
That's right. Aren't we only as old as we feel?
Absolutely. I'm 20 again.
That's right. I'm that age, but no, actually. And you know what? I feel better now than I ever have.
I think every decade we allow ourselves to be less stressed out. So
Well,
I think so too.
yeah, and I don't know what, I had a lady call me, and she was saying she was doing this, she was bored and all that. So I said, how old? I said, what are you going to do? She said, oh, I'm too old. I'm not,
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, "You're too old." Oh, I'm too old to go dancing. I'm too old to do that. I said, "How old are you?" "I'm 55." And I burst out
God.
laughing. Okay.
That's 58, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
still, we were like, excuse
Yeah.
me? I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm nearly 58, and there's no way I am too old to do
To dance.
any of that.
Well, I told him
will
I
do
was
it
in my
all.
late 60s at the time, or 70. And my friend Bob Martell was a year older than I am. Ha ha, Bob, 1 year old. Ha ha. And he and his girl, they go squaring every night, every Friday and Saturday night.
Why
they go out
not?
dancing. It's if you want to feel old,
Yeah, right, exactly.
Does that-
You are
Jeez.
old, right.
you are old.
It's intention.
By the way, I see you around till you're 110, 102 years old.
Oh, wow.
And 102, you might be a little bit feeble-minded, as they used to call it in the old days, you know.
Yes.
But actually, you're going to go to the food like, "Honey, the food's over here," with a walker or whatever. But I don't see you in a nursing home. I actually see what
Good.
it's time for you two to cross, and you will actually go in your sleep,
Oh, perfect.
you know, and it will be time to go. Are you older than your husband?
I am a year and a half older, yeah.
So you're still a cougar.
That's right.
Yeah. But you earned that name, right?
Uh-huh.
When actually you two will be very close together when you cross.
I think so.
Did you see when in that paper when this couple that his wife died? I think she was 85 and he was like 89. His wife died first and he died shortly after. They
Yeah.
had a double ceremony.
Yeah,
I think that was
that
pretty
happens
awesome.
a lot.
Yeah.
You know, with couples that are very close.
Sometimes within days.
Is that out? Yeah, I think that Bruce and I will be that way.
Yeah.
We'll pass really close together. We're very close. We do
Yeah.
everything together anyway, so.
Yeah.
See.
We had a friend who lost his dad. They hadn't even finished making plans for the services. Within 2 days, the other parent passed.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just when you're that
Yep.
intertwined with each other.
Yep.
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom was a nurse that cared for people at home, and her older couple, they did that. They passed within hours of each
Mhm.
other. It was very upsetting to my mother, but very beautiful at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell everybody again your name, how to
Yeah.
get hold of you,
Oh.
your website.
Yeah, my name is Anita McMillan, and I'm going to just read my phone number. It's 207-613-6772, and my website is Anita McMillan, psychicmedium.com.
Wearing your glasses.
In my pocketbook. I had to drive here, so I didn't wear them.
So you said
Well, I
you
only
were,
wear them when I read.
you said you were an intuitive healer. Can you tell people what that means?
An intuitive healer? Well, it depends on what we're working on. So if a lot of times, if you want to have your chakras cleared, or if you want to have any blockages cleared from disease, I can scan your body. I can clear the chakras. I believe I can change the DNA of disease and get things to a healthier state. I work with many different realms on that. I have it's a prayer that's been passed down in my family called the seventh son of the seventh son of the seventh son that helps us to change the DNA and do that kind of healing. So that's pretty
Are
much
you a
what-
healer or are you a tool that helps to heal the body?
I believe I'm both.
I would be cautious of saying that you're a healer.
Well, I like to believe that I work through.
With them. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put it
From
I
spirit
think
through
it's a
spirit.
lot better to say if you're a tool that works to help the people heal their
Yeah.
body. Because if you say you're a healer, someone that we'll just say you're doing a healing on someone. Okay. I'm not trying to criticize
No,
whatever
no,
you're
that's
doing.
fine.
I'm just trying to protect you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Because if you say you're a healer and that the person comes to you, you do the Reiki energy or the healing intuitive part of it or whatever,
Yep.
and they're not healed, then they're going to hold you accountable.
I see what you're saying.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
always use the word that you're a tool or you're an instrument because you have
Or a
to
channel.
allow the spirit to help you to help them heal themselves.
Right. Yep.
Does that make sense to you?
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what you're doing is tremendous. I'm not trying
Thank
to
you.
criticize anything
Yeah.
you're doing. I'm just trying to help you. You have helped a lot of people heal their body. Okay, you really have. They're the healers themselves.
Absolutely.
Okay? You're the mechanism, or you're the tool that will be doing it with them.
Yep.
Okay. I will never say that I'm a healer. I'll say I'm a. It's like walking to the church and walking. Hallelujah, God healed you from this or whatever. I used to fake it out like there was no tomorrow. I would go to these born-again Christian churches and I would kibby, God taking it all away, No. Then one day I got mad. I said, you know what? I'm not healing anything. I did a good performance, did I? And I walked away, But when we start saying that we're healing, just be very careful how you use that, please. I won't, I just don't want to see people. I don't like seeing people get in trouble with it. Okay, that's like when writing a protection, like the healing pause. We go to that. So I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything like that.
No, that's
okay,
fine.
please. So I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, and if I do apologize. Okay. But just say that you're intuitive. And I like what you do in intuitive healing. Absolutely, you're right on base with it.
Yeah.
Okay. You have such a strong energy force that is helping to heal the people. Okay. You have the energy force to help. Like, I would encourage you every day to put your left hand over your left ear and just take all that negative energy away.
Okay.
Am I hurting your feelings? I'm sorry.
No,
okay.
not at all.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all.
I think it's incredibly beautiful, though, that you have your family lineage to pull from, and that they still all work with you, and
Exactly.
I just think that's beautiful.
You do. You have a lot of ancestry.
Yeah. Yes, I'm very blessed with that.
You actually knew Zeus.
Oh. I'll take that.
Okay, I know people think it's an imaginary, but it's real. Zeus was really real. Okay, what was it the other day? This woman had that crystal ball in there, and I saw the picture of the thinker. See, one thing I like about you, before you do a reading, you think about how you're going to do it. And how it's going to happen with you. You're an incredible lady on this. You really, and you should write a story about it.
I could blog about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a blog?
I do.
What is your blog?
Well, my blog is on my webpage, though.
Okay, well, you need to tell them too.
Okay.
And what is it?
Oh, my web, it's actually Anita McMillan, psychicmedium.com. So if you go on my web page, the blog is on there.
I just found out I could do that on my blog too. I didn't know
Absolutely.
that. And I just found out I could. Oh, I'm getting smart. A little bit. Really. I had to call Wendy. Wendy showed me how to do it. I can go to my link so I can change my own, update my things. And I said, because all the time I went, my friend Wendy Stevens, I would, okay, can you put this on for me? Can you put that on? And all she said, because she got a new job. She's an associate PR director at the University of New Hampshire.
Well, good for her.
Good for her.
She's an amazing, wonderful
She really
lady.
is. She's been pushed around and pushed around.
I miss her.
The sad part is that, and it's through the spiritual people who think that they own you. You're a soul. You don't allow anybody to own you. Am I correct?
I would think yes.
Yeah, you don't belong to a certain group.
I don't.
Okay, you're like a soul practitioner.
Yeah.
Just like you are,
Right.
and like I am.
Yeah.
No one, because a lot of times you get these like the Rose Garden Covenant and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Never heard of them.
no, okay. And this woman Lois, I can always remember her. She got so mad at me because she set up some appointments for this guy to have 4 hypnosis sessions with her. And I looked at the guy and I said, "You don't need them. Just be who you are. Don't worry about being hypnotized and to improve." Boy, I got the nastiest email.
Well, I could see where
And
she's
that's
upset
what-
that you took money or business
Yeah.
away from her, but
I had
on
to
the
be
other
honest.
hand, right, you have to be
Yeah.
honest and tell them, I tell people all the time,
Yep.
you don't need that crutch or that tool or that whatever, you have this ability to do this on your own.
Yeah, I believe we do.
I do a
Everyone
lot
does.
of private counseling, you
Yeah.
know, and one thing I always tell my clients, I'll never give up on you. You may give up on me or you may walk away, okay, but I'm always going to be there. And I have a feeling you're the same way you are, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
There's one gentleman that we both know that I could not work with, and I had to send him to you. By the way, you should be getting a call from a lady I can't work with.
Okay.
Okay, I sent her to you. She's a loopsy-doopsy, but that's okay.
as long as she can pay my fee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, believe me, she can.
So,
Okay.
but no, I think the reason Norm asked if you're a sole practitioner, we know obviously between the two of us, we probably know a bazillion
Tons,
spiritual people, but there's this one group that lets, well, there's a couple groups that let one person dictate how the whole group works.
Mm-hmm.
And we're both like, Ian, no,
Yeah.
that does not work. We are not being part
Right.
of that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't even picture you or myself, or you, actually.
No.
Do I think that we could have a circle? Do I think that we could do readings, but not as a... Well,
Exactly.
Like you have your friend that you work with, and it
Yep.
works well together.
Yeah.
Okay, Lord and I work very well together. Okay, but people think that once we leave the show, we talk to each other through Facebook. We don't hang out like that. And that's the same with your partner, right? Once the work is done, I'm one. If I do a galley, once the show is over, I'm gone.
Yeah, I agree. I
You
am
know.
too. It's because
I don't want to go
their
into the
stuff.
crowd. I don't want to do that. When you do a galley, are you going once it's over?
It depends on the situation. I mean, really, it's,
Yeah. When I do parties, usually I'm gone right away. Once the
Yeah.
party's over, I'm ready to go home.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really stay at parties and socialize after because, I don't.
They don't
It's-
let you
it's-
go. They
yeah,
don't want
you've
to.
done your
I'd
part.
be there forever. Yeah.
Yeah,
You do private parties?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there again, they can reach you through your website on that,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, folks, I got to promote a friend of mine. What I'm going to do at Gaucho's. He now opened up a Susan's Cafe. And on Taco Week, I guess Taco Day or whatever.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco
Yeah,
de
they're
Mayo,
doing
this
it.
Friday.
Yeah, okay. Instead of him doing the tacos, what is that word?
What-
Cinco what?
Cinco de Mayo,
You think I'm going to remember that one?
5th of May.
Cinco de Mayo? How do you pronounce it?
Cinco de
What?
Mayo.
Gay Mayo?
De Mayo.
Day.
Oh,
Day.
de Mayo. Well, it's
De
almost
Mayo.
right. But anyway,
5th of May.
yeah, he's going to be doing, instead of doing the tacos, he's going to be doing the crepes.
I think
Oh.
they're doing the. Glenn was telling me that the big taco
Yeah.
thing they do is tomorrow night here
Oh,
in
is it
Manchester.
tomorrow? Yeah, it's $2 a taco.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I mean, I
This is like
can
the
see.
second or third
Yeah.
year of doing it.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
lots
yeah.
of people have come. They've had a great time.
Yeah,
But he's going to be doing the crepes. Do you like crepes?
I love crepes. I'm French.
You know, yeah. I was watching how they were doing to raise money for the homeless people, okay? And I kind of smiled about it. I'm not knocking it. It's okay if they want to do it. But to me, if you're going to live that overnight homelessness, no tent, no, unless, and all that stuff. Get a box, get a couple of blankets, and really sleep on the ground like they really do, you
Well,
know?
there's a lot of effort. I know because I've been part of it in New Hampshire to make sure the homeless have at least a tent and a sleeping
Right.
bag.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of them that actually sleep on the ground anymore.
Right.
At least
Well,
with
just
the
try that,
organizations I work with. But right, you need to don't bring your iPhone, don't bring your iPad, don't bring your little hand warmers.
Right.
Today I see a lot of the homeless people with cell phones. And I'm there, okay.
Well, there
but
are
that's okay.
organizations
That will
too
give it
that
to
give
them
them so that they
Yeah.
have emergency
Contacts.
access.
I was almost homeless, so I can understand. I actually lived in an apartment, not quite homeless, but it was okay. But I could actually say I ate at the shelter, and I'm not embarrassed for it.
Yeah.
They had pretty good meals. And
Well, I
people
guess they
still
put heart-
complain.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, of course.
And there's that people, and they, so I'm going to ask you a question. Who's wilder, the people or the animals?
Who is wilder?
Yeah.
Oh.
They said he had wild animals, I
I'm
wrote
gonna
a
say they're
subject on
equal.
website.
I think humans are way more savage than animals ever are.
If I wrote that on I have my website is spiritualvisionary.net, and if you go into some of my information on that from a lot of years ago, and I truly believe people kill just for the sake of killing.
Right. Animals don't.
Yeah, that's true.
The animals defend their cubs or whatever, their home and their territorial food.
Or survival.
Or territory. But they don't just walk up like, I just read in the paper yesterday where a guy was stabbed in his car at 5:45 in the morning. Now it's becoming a little clip of it in the paper. How sad.
Yeah.
Right. And it's becoming too common, and people are just not even acknowledging it, and that's the sad part.
I
You
think
can't turn a
people have
blind
become
eye.
hardened to it. Yeah.
Stop blaming the parties. Stop blaming the Democrat Party. Stop blaming the Republican Party. Look into your own inner being.
It's each one of us. Yes.
Everyone, I'm not. Every one of us are capable of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, but look what's happening in Texas and all over. Folks, get it together. Look at each other. Say, you know what? You are beautiful. No matter how bad a person is, there's always some good in them.
Well, what I see happening a lot, and with people I'm close to, they
Wink, wink.
they tend to
I
have
said wink, wink.
expectations of how this person should behave, and as soon as that person doesn't do what they want, they get nasty and they say or do or whatever, or they make nasty comments about that person, and that's just not acceptable. It's
Yeah.
nobody has to follow your rules except yourself.
Do you remember growing up? I can remember growing up as a child. I'd hear all these people. Well, my husband's the president of a bank, so I expect my son to be the president. Not the daughter, but the husband, the
The
child.
son, right,
They
yeah.
never
Oh, yeah.
recognized the daughter as being successful. Like your mother, you growing up as a child did not expect you to be, she expects you to be the busy housewife with the apron and the curtain, which
No,
I
maybe
could
not
never
in your-
picture.
Not my
that.
family.
Not in your
Okay.
family,
I
but
could
in
never-
most.
you know
what
yeah,
I'm
a
saying.
lot of
Yes, I do.
families,
You know, I
yeah.
cannot picture you with an apron and
Yeah.
and like that too. Your grandmother says, "Oh, I can."
Yeah.
But
A little bit both.
see, today's people have got to realize every one of us are equal.
Mhm.
God, that was hard. And if they follow the Christianity way, God, Jesus, man, woman, and then the children,
That's
then the
not
animals.
in the
But it's not
Christianity
like
I
that
studied,
anymore.
and being a reverend,
Yeah.
kind of
Well,
did. They love
Yeah, I'm telling you, when I went to all these churches, that's what I was always taught.
Well, that's the new.
know,
that's
but the
new.
new diaphragm
You
is
know,
that,
and the,
Yeah.
you know.
Like a lot of the countries, the women will walk behind the man.
Well, that's just male fragile ego in those
Yeah.
countries.
And I watched a guy in the park one day. And I got really brave. You would be proud of me. This guy was threatening to punch his wife out. Okay. Threatening to punch his wife out. I go walking over and said, I don't think so. Who are you? Oh. Hey, Al.
How's Moon doing today? All right?
Yeah, not
Hi,
too
Al.
bad. We're having problems with the. We're having problems with being shown on the air, but that's okay. You know.
What's life without a problem, right? There's always going to be something, right?
Right. Hey, what do you think? The sausage's going to go all the way, right?
What do you think? You think they can take two or they'll drop one if they drop one in Washington? What do you think?
I'm hoping that I want to say they're going to win the next two games.
Well, then say it.
You know, from my mouth to God's ears. So how you doing, Al? You know, I'll tell you.
Good. I have a feeling
I don't know him, but I know who he is.
If they come if it comes down to Cleveland at the end, I will see.
Yeah, that's good. That I want to see. That will be a Las Vegas moneymaker.
Well, we have our own LeBron James. We have Isaiah Thomas now, 53 points last night.
Right.
We have our own LeBron.
Yeah. Well, we got to poke what's his name, LeBron James in the eye so he can't play.
Okay,
How are you
spiritualvisionary.net
doing today?
for all the
I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. You know.
We'll get into the forecast. It's going to become
gonna have to
clear
wait.
tonight. Well, the temperature's down in the 30s. Some areas could be down close
Yikes.
to 32 in some of the valleys. In western central Massachusetts and Cheshire County, we could have some touch of frost early tomorrow morning. Then lots of sun tomorrow to start, and then a cloudy finish tomorrow. The clouds will increase the afternoon, middle 60s, cooler at the coast. It rains in Friday morning. It's going to be heavy Friday for the evening commute, and Friday night it's early Saturday, 1 to 2 inches of rain.
Wow.
And the storm's going to kind of slow down, maybe even stall up by the New York Quebec border. up around New York State and Quebec. So that means that mostly cloudy, no all-day rains, but scattered showers both Saturday and Sunday, only near 60 for the weekend. So, and it looks like pretty cool weather early next week, only in the 50s, at least on Monday. So I don't think 70s and 80s for a while.
My kind of weather, Al.
I'll take 70s, Al.
I'll take 80s.
Temperature's going to drop into the 30s for lows by daybreak tomorrow morning.
My kind of weather. You know.
Yeah, well, no, I'll give you a call Sunday night. We'll talk then.
All righty, we'll talk to you later. Yep.
Bye,
Have a
Al.
great night. Yep.
Hey, go, said Laurie and Norm, go Celtics.
That's
Go
right.
Celtics.
All the way, and the Red Sox go all the way, right?
Yeah, they won last night, too. 5-2, they won. We
Yeah.
won last night.
Right. So we're gonna go all the way, both teams.
Norm, we'll talk to you Sunday. Have a good night.
Yeah,
Laurie.
you
Have a
too.
good night,
Yeah.
all of you.
Bye,
Yeah.
Al.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I meant to tell him I saw Ware on Sunday. Dang it.
Al Caprini is a very good friend of mine.
Nice.
Actually, we go out to lunch together and everything. I gotta tell you, have you seen him lately?
You know, I haven't seen him
He's
for
been
a
working- yeah.
while.
Well, he's been working a lot of hours at the.
Well, and I don't go
Yeah.
to that place that we both like to frequent as
And
much
he's making all kinds of bonus money.
because he's awesome.
Yeah, and he's.
Where's he working now?
Macy's
Oh.
in the
Go
men's
in-
department.
If you go to Macy's
Oh.
and go into the store and ask for Al Caprilli and make out a card, he gets an extra bonus for that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he's very happy. I'm sure he misses doing the weather, but he's still.
But he still does it for
Yeah,
a
he
couple
does
of
it, like,
radio
couple of radio shows,
stations, and he,
stations
like he
that.
calls in here when he's not
Yeah.
working.
But
Nice.
they really treated him like garbage at the TV
Oh.
station.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such
But
a
he's
sweetheart.
happier now, and we
Yep.
talk all the
Let's
time.
take this call now.
Okay.
Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
Oh, well, good afternoon or almost good evening there.
Hey,
Hi,
Gay.
Norm. I'm calling you from Washington.
Yeah. Hey, are you getting us on the line there?
Yes, I have. I have you up on my television because I have an HDMI cable that hooks
Oh,
from
good.
all the way
good.
from my computer to my television.
So
Okay.
we are going out over the internet, so we are being seen around the world.
Oh, good.
So how are you doing?
Fine.
So, how do you like it out
Are
there?
the Boston Red Sox head coaches is the same gentleman as it was last year?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to help him win. He beat cancer, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he's going to do really well. How are you doing out there?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm glad it's different out here than it was in that other location there. I used to live in Manchester,
Right. Well, the energy's a lot
where
clearer.
everybody run around to see who they could complain about because they didn't know what else to do with themselves to
Right.
some extent.
Yeah. And how's your kitty doing?
My kitty is a boss now.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, she's spoiled like to
And,
get.
I call her. They call it the adoption agency called her Dipsy, and I call her Wiz Gypsy.
Right. You're getting another one to go with it, you know.
Another one.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, you're going to get another one
Well,
to keep
is
it
this
company.
one- Now, wait a minute. Is this one going to be through an adoption agency or elsewhere?
Elsewhere.
Yeah, I think this one's gonna pick her.
Yeah. Do it out. Yeah. It's going to be like a straggler.
Yeah,
That's
like
going to come in.
yeah.
And your cat is going to adopt it very well. Actually, look at your cat adopting it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I assume my cat likes me okay.
oh, your cat loves you. You spoil it. And I mean, let's be honest, your cat rules the roost.
Yeah, that's what she said. She's the boss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it keeps you happy, right?
Oh, sure. Yep, I'm
Okay.
sure. And I'm sure that Courageous is around some
Actually,
too.
Courageous is the one that got you this cat.
Well, you said this is the one I was supposed to pick. I went
Right.
online and looked at the different cat pictures they had at that facility,
Yeah.
and that's the one that's the one I was drawn most attention to.
Yes.
Right, yeah. And Courageous is very happy. Thank you for the care and love that you gave
Okay,
him.
thank you, Courageous, as well.
Right, okay. She rescues Courageous out of a cellar,
oh,
Yeah.
nice.
you know. Now, how long have you been in Washington now?
I had been in Washington I was in Washington the first part of August. I was here 1 year.
Okay.
Is that it? Just 1 year?
So okay. So you don't want to come back here, right?
No. I mean,
No, I do not. I'm staying here.
There you go. Actually, your voice sounds a lot clearer, Gay.
Well, I'm sort of out in the country. Did you? Now,
I
know
got the
that
pictures
you
of
made
your
a remark
goats.
about the goat picture I showed you with Sassy.
Yeah, I got your pictures of your goats there. Yeah, they look like they're pretty sassy. You know.
Yeah, and her two, and I also sent you another picture of her two baby goats, but I couldn't get them up close to the fence.
Yeah, I got them. Yeah, that was
Picture of
good.
them.
Yeah, yeah, and they look. And Gay, I am so happy that you look so good, and I also.
Thank you.
Yeah, your voice sounds so positive.
yeah. She sounds so much happier.
Absolutely.
You know.
And I'm excited about now they have the Blue Room. It's spelled BLU. You don't put the E on the end,
Right.
and then room ROOM.
Right.
And that's helping out people too. And they have facilities here in the state a couple of facilities here in the state of Washington. They just opened one, and of course they got other facilities throughout different locations in different countries now.
Right.
And they just opened up another one in another state in the United States, Washington, Missouri.
Yeah. One of the things I'm
And
actually.
it's helping people out with heart conditions and whatnot, and I'm excited about it.
Right. That's cool. Well, I actually see a microchip that they're going to put into your hand to help your hand better.
Which hand, left or right?
Your left hand.
Okay.
It's going to send a lot of signals to your hand, to your heart, to help you with both hands and be really doing a lot better.
Okay, yeah, I would love,
Don't know why.
what do you call it?
That's for her.
Ambidexterity.
Ambidextrous.
And I'd like one of those in my right hand, too.
Well, the left hand one has to work today. You don't have it in the right hand, but it has to be in your left hand. And you have to make a decision on that. I'm looking at, the two of clubs, and it's telling me that there's a couple of choices that you have to make. Do you want to stay in the same location where you're at, or do you want to move to a different location? And are you ready to have that implant put in?
Oh, I see. That's what I have to contemplate, right?
Right.
And the implant in the left hand is supposed to give me better dexterity. Is that
Right.
why it's being put in the left hand?
Right, because it's going to focus on your brain more and tell your brain what to do, and then it's going to focus on helping you motivate your hand a lot better.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's definitely a plus.
Right, and actually, I've seen the Three of Diamonds. Okay, the Queen of Diamonds, which is given to you by the code, which is telling me that there's been a lot more healing in your kidney and bladder areas. So don't be afraid to allow that to happen.
Okay, yep. And you always want a lymphatic system that drains.
Right, right. And actually, will tell you need to drink more cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice, okay.
But dilute it
Affirmative.
slightly. Dilute it a little bit.
Yeah, don't drink the straight cranberry.
Yeah,
That would
for
be-
some reason they're saying dilute it a little
That
bit.
would be too harsh if you dilute it a little bit.
Just a little, yeah.
And your cat wants a
Oh.
different diet.
Okay.
And it's okay with what you have, but it wants to change like once a week or every other, wants the same diet, but it also wants a variety of different
Okay,
types.
when you talk about moving, I don't plan on moving out of the area. I don't plan on moving to another state.
No.
I plan to stay in this area.
No, if you want to, what I'm looking at, I don't, are you on the second or first floor?
My apartment, I'm living on. It has 2 bedrooms upstairs, but I'm living on the first floor.
Okay, then. I would tell you, but you're going to have an opportunity to move to another place. But I would also tell you, if you're really comfortable at where you're living, I would stay there. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're talking about 2 different physical lodging places.
Right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I want you to get
So
back in.
how I live here is I live on the first floor,
Yeah,
and upstairs I got 2 bedrooms.
yeah,
The plumbing is very concise here.
right.
they did them when they constructed. I think this place was originally a business, and this particular structure was a workshop of some kind, and so they built this 2-bedroom unit, which I live in. The 2 bedrooms are upstairs. I don't go upstairs. I have people take stuff upstairs for me that I want to store, but I don't live up there.
Right. Actually, your house was a brothel.
What's the definition of that?
And with like a lady in a knight's house. A prostitute.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean it was a prostitution place?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You're talking about way back when.
Way back when. And there actually are spirits in there that you have been able to let go to the other side without you even knowing it.
All right, because I said to the landlord, I said, you must have a spirit in here because it sounded like it's walking around upstairs in one of the bedrooms overhead. Now, I don't go
I was
upstairs.
Say, I feel like there's a portal
and there's
up in one of
nobody
the
in the
bedrooms on the
physical
right-hand
form that
side.
lives up there because I don't have a roommate.
Right.
And
Well,
I said, it's walking, one of the bedrooms is directly over the living room area, And I said, it sounds like it's walking around there. It's some night, I would hear like it was walking around upstairs, like there was a being up there walking around.
right. Well,
Anita?
Anita just said there's a portal up there that you need to open up. You don't have to go up the stairs directly, but just let them send it to the other side because that's what it's doing. It's lost and it wants to go to the other side.
Yeah.
Oh,
looking
okay.
at
It
a
hasn't
email.
completed its
Yeah,
transition.
and it's in the bedroom on the right.
Right. And the bedroom on the right.
The one above
When you-
Okay.
When you walk up the stairs on the
there's
right.
2 bedrooms. There's a hallway that goes up. There's a hallway that goes upstairs, and there's a master bedroom on. I think the master bedroom is on the left, and the smaller bedroom is on the right.
Yeah.
On the right.
And
that's
it's
where I
on
got
the
my
right.
stuff
Yeah,
at.
it's like a woman on the
Yeah.
right. One of the things I also be aware of, I see them selling the building,
Oh, you do? Okay.
but I don't think they're going to go up on your rent because you pay every month that way you are. Okay. And
Well, that's what you usually do when you rent.
right, but yeah.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually,
Oh, okay.
because you don't complain about anything, and they like it because
Yeah.
you're very quiet.
Yeah, she's very easy
Okay.
to work with.
And I actually
Oh,
see,
you okay? Oh, I see. They must have had complainers in the past, maybe.
oh yeah, they really have. Now, is there another apartment in that building as well?
Yeah, right next door to me. It's a 1-bedroom unit.
Okay, they've gone through a
It's
lot
sort of like a, it's sort of like a duplex type sort of
yeah,
arrangement. They
right.
have a front porch in front of the place. Their apartment.
because the person that's going to be buying the building is going to want to expand that 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom. Okay.
Oh, that's right next door to me.
Right. And you're going to see a lot of people come and go in there. But the spirits that are that are in that house now want you there.
Oh, okay. You mean the landlord wants me
No,
here?
no.
No.
I mean the landlord. No, I mean the spirits that have been there previously. They chose you to move there. You didn't choose them.
Right.
Okay, well, as I say, nothing happens by accident. So I'm
No.
moving at this place because I was supposed to be there.
Right.
Exactly.
You know. And your cat is very comfortable there.
Oh, yes. She's sleeping on top of the dryer right now. I have a blanket on top of her. She's curled up there having her snoozy woozies.
There you go. Hey, Gabe, we're starting a foundation for people who can't afford to take their cat to the vets.
Yeah, but that foundation would only cover your state of New Hampshire, right?
Right. But we'll take money
It would
from
only
any
cover your
state.
state of New Hampshire, right? Not the whole not the whole
Right.
country.
No, we couldn't do the whole country.
Actually,
no.
it's just a certain area. But we'll take any money from any state
Yeah, anybody who wants to contribute.
because it's going to be taxable. Well, I got to let you go, Gay. I got another call coming through. We'll talk to you in a while.
Okay. Have a
good
wonderful
night.
day,
Yeah,
all
you
of
too.
you. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye-bye. That woman has CP.
Mm-hmm.
And she worked on this one job for 32 years, and they tried to find a way to get rid of it so that they wouldn't have to pay her benefits.
Oh,
But we got her a good lawyer, and she got everything back.
good.
You know, just because, see, in the corporate world, if they had their own way, they would never pay the 401k, they would never pay the benefits that they're supposed to be paying.
Right.
One of the things I am looking at, oh, the vacuum cleaner lady's back. Well, one of the things that I am seeing,
Maybe that's
Yeah.
my grandmother reminding me to
could
vacuum.
be, could be, is that a lot of the Martin, the 500 fortune people, the world is going to come crashing down big time. These people that are making $7 million a year or whatever, all their world is going to come crashing down. What do you think?
You know, as far as like the 401k thing goes,
That's a
I
joke.
have been thinking that for a while. I think a lot of the monies that we have on there may just go poof.
And you know the
If
sad
you're
part?
not
of it?
careful.
It has before. Like when
Oh,
my
yeah.
son had to take money out of his 401k to have my daughter-in-law have some work done to get some new teeth and all that. And the sad part is, it's his money, but there's a heck of a penalty they have to pay, plus a heck of an IRS thing they have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's your money. Why should you have to pay a
Right,
penalty
but it's
on
not
it?
a savings account. It's
No, but I mean,
specifically
still.
designed
Right.
for when you're older,
When this
and that's
woman,
why.
Yeah.
when this woman retired at 64, okay, and she had that in there, over $225,000 in there. She took out $30,000, and the tax that she had to pay on that, and the
Oh, crazy.
penalty.
Yeah.
So does that mean that when you're dying and you're 90 years old, that you're still going to have to
No,
pay?
once
a
you get a
penalty?
certain age, you don't pay a penalty. You
Yeah.
have to start taking it out.
You get taxed on it,
Right.
but it's not, you defer it when we're this age, put it then, but then you get taxed on it.
Yeah.
Because
But-
by then
but,
you're at a
so
lower
you're
rate.
damned if you do and you're damned if you
You get
don't.
taxed one way or the other, either
Oh,
in the
yeah.
front load or the end load.
But I tell all my young clients, start now putting away for retirement. Even if you can only put $5 a week, just
That's what we do.
start now and just because it makes a huge difference.
You
I
bet.
tell them to buy a safe deposit box and put it in.
Just don't tell anyone where it is.
No. That would suck though if someone has it and they die and nobody knows where the money
Right,
is,
right.
because you can't go into it. I don't care if the person's expired, you still can't
Right.
know it. Well, make sure you let people know.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend of mine that built a special area in his property,
Yeah.
and I said, you better tell someone.
Right.
And he left a lot of money that's still
Mhm.
looking for it, and he passed.
I have an uncle who lives in a different state, has stairs, and one of the stairs comes up, and he keeps a lot of coins and things like that there that are
Back-
worth money.
And when I was in the house I moved into when I was growing up, the gentleman that passed away, he froze to death.
Oh. Mm.
And he opened when the guy who inherited the money now, he opened the door and the money was in the oven of the wood stove, and the oven on the top of the stove when he do the cooking, and in his mattress, he chose
Wow.
the fruit. He had a little kerosene lamp that he used to heat with. And we used to feel sorry for him. We'd go in and buy, one of the neighbors would go and make homemade bread for him. He would
Yeah.
walk around, but he asked for nothing, But when he died, he left over back in the 50s, that's a lot of money, $250,000.
You bet it is.
Even today,
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things that I'm seeing with you is that don't worry so much about finances, you're going to be okay.
Thank you.
Stop making the molehill into a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Health-wise, you're really healthy.
Yeah.
Just watch your sugar intake.
Okay.
Do you eat salt and sugar?
Somewhat.
Okay. I told chocolate bonbons.
More in the wine form.
Ooh.
If it's red wine, it's good for you.
It is.
I have a
That's how I
prescription.
justify it. Yeah.
No, I really do. I have a prescription, 2 glasses of red wine a day.
But
Really?
but the sad part is you can over-abuse it too.
Yeah.
I do a lot of psychic parties when they have these different bottles of wine,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tell them though, if you're inebriated, don't come. to
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's not
Yeah.
a good time to get a
I had one lady come up. She sat down. She's, what I can do for you? I go, shit. Oh, I can make you like women again. I said, no, that's okay. Thank you. And I could make you like women again. I go, so I went up. I said, take her out of here. She's still paying for it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you very much for coming on the show. I hope you'll come back on again.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
It was
very
enjoyable.
interesting. And would you come back on again?
I would love to, sure.
Okay. And I'll send you more info on our next psychic event that we're having.
Okay.
And once again, you want to give out your website?
Sure, it's Anita McMillan, psychicmedium.com.
Okay, and you have the phone numbers on that too?
The phone number's on that, yeah,
And
all
you
my
also
information.
have a blog?
I have a blog,
Okay.
yep.
How
to
often
contact
do
me.
you blog?
I probably write a blog. I just launched my website in January, so I try to blog at least once or twice a month.
I got to get back into it. I'm learning
It's
something
just
new with
simply
that, too,
writing a
so.
story.
Yeah. You have a blog?
I don't have a blog. I had one, but I stopped
Well,
writing.
your website is right here, right?
My website is on the screen, autoheart.com.
Okay. And May 20th, we're going to be at
The VFW/American Legion here in Manchester.
Right,
I
and
don't
then,
know the address.
Yeah, May 24th, we're going to be at the Gauchos on
Nice.
62 or 69 Lowell Street.
Lowell Street.
And call there. What is the number, Scott? 669? 9460.
He thinks.
Okay, so they call there for don't call me, don't call Laura.
Right,
if you
right.
want to come down there, just call there. I hope you and your husband can make it, and
yeah.
they'll give us a good. I can't tell the price on the
Right.
air, but they'll give us a good discount for it. So come, be merry, drink wine, drink booze. The more money you make, the more we make back.
Right.
And he gives us a percentage. We'll be having a silent auction there. And
Nice.
it's just going to be a great success. So everyone, please come by and support the healing animals.
Yes, thank
And
you.
folks, I want you to remember every day when you go out, look in the mirror and say, "Oh, I love myself," and you are the winner. See you next time.
Good night, everyone.